Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot for... I have no idea. I've completely lost track of all of these things. God, is it really that... Okay, it's this 1st of July. How can it be the 1st of July? How can it be? So I'm going to use the Daydream Tarot deck today because I feel like I pretty much am in a daydream myself. I'm still getting over the rigours of cleaning a student house. And we are kind of, we're not too bad at the moment in the UK, but I think we're going back into another heat wave. By the way, all the air conditioning units have sold out. I think a few of you have left me comments about that. Yeah, because we're not used to it, everyone's suddenly, like nobody I don't think knew what an aircon unit was. And now all of a sudden, you can't get them for love nor money. I know, I'm going to have to try and remember this winter to buy one, because then everyone will have sort of forgotten about it a bit. Okay, what do we need to know as we enter July 2026? I can't believe it's July already. Okay, yeah. Don't need reversals. We've got quite enough reversal as it is, I think, without introducing it. Oh my god. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm waiting for a delivery as well. I'm doing one of those, I don't know if you know Every. I'm waiting for an Every delivery, and I've got one of those things where you track it and they lie to you. And they kind of go, it's at the depot, it's left the depot, it's with our driver. Our driver has never seen it. What parcel? We have your parcel, we attempted to deliver it. We've never seen your parcel, who are you? So I'm going through that at the moment. Excellent. Ooh. This is a really... You again, sir. Overall energy, our magician is back. So, this is the energy we were talking about. Got something stuck to my foot. The energy we were talking about in Mercury retrograde, when you need to dig deep, when you need to think outside the box, but also outside the lines / I don't know, there may be a situation where, and it could be a historic situation, because we also have, of course, the Six of Cups, which is my Mercury retrograde card. But it's a card where if there is an issue that you previously had, maybe with a person, maybe that you wanted to leave a job, maybe that you wanted to make a move of some kind for some reason, it feels like it may be revisited, and not in a particularly easy way. It's like you tried to negotiate it last time, or you tried to, you know, solve the problem last time, or you tried to communicate last time, and how are we now back here? It's like, how are we back here? How? Okay. We get two cards, interestingly, to go with, which is the Six of Swords. How do I get through this? How do I get out of this? How do I move forward? And the card that comes up with it is the Seven of Swords. Now, when we get the Seven of Swords, it's kind of double-edged meaning when Mercury is retrograde as well. And it does mean that, yes, this might be quite unfair, or yes, they might not be telling you the whole story, which is what you're kind of intuiting. But also, you might have to fight fire with fire. In other words, if you feel like you're in some kind of situation where maybe it's a bit sneaky, or a bit freaky, or a bit stuff going on in the background that they're not telling you, then it's time for you to maybe play your cards close to your chest. Maybe it's time for you to do the disappearing act. Maybe it's time for you to have something up your sleeve. Think of the magician as lots of different ways to operate, and none of them are particularly straightforward. Okay, It's not necessarily that you have to do something bad or anything, but it is a little bit play your cards close to your chest as well. Don't make it easy for them. And also, if they're being sneaky, you might have to be a bit sneaky yourself. We also have the Three of Swords. So there is something that really gets to the heart of the matter with this. When you get the Three of Swords, there's this sense of this being quite deep, you know, that it's something that's deeply emotionally important, but there's also still a need to be able to move forward. I mean, maybe you don't move on from it, because we don't always move on from things, but you just want to make progress, you want to move forward. And then we have the Ten of Wands. You need to move out of whatever this thing is that is oppressive. It's like this need to, whether you need to do a disappearing act, whether you need to do some alchemy, you know, whether you need to convert some energy from one thing to another, whether you just need to reframe it. The card that was at the bottom is the Page of Pentacles. So I would say no sudden moves with this. Just looking for my oracle cards. I do fancy an Ocean Oracle card, actually, if you don't mind. Hang on. Let's have a little look. Oh, well, that one wanted to be seen, didn't it? It's still quite boiling in here, actually. Someone pointed out that these houses are made of brick, and that brick is what you use when you make a pizza oven. Love me an archway. You know I love me an archway. We get the archway of transition. So you can feel that there is a pull. You can feel that there needs to, and it's a bit similar to that. You know, you see there's a way through. You can sort of see your way clear. But there are things and people and situations and thoughts and all sorts that may be seeking to hold you back. But you still go through, you're still going through that archway. It's still a transition. Transitions are not easy. They're generally messy. And this one as well has this element of slight subterfuge and espionage and, you know, not showing your hand. So if you're somebody who's, you know, take me as you find me, I'm very, very open-hearted, might be time to develop a little bit of sleight of hand like the Magician. Woof! Leave me a comment and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.